Dual lens security cameras. That seems to be the trend right now in the security camera world. And what do I mean by dual lens cameras? I mean a security camera that has two lenses working together to achieve a nice wide angle view. Now, Reolink is at the forefront of this technology, and that's what we're talking about today, a brand new camera from Reolink called the Reolink Argus 4 Pro. Are these cameras worth the hype? Let's find out. What up everybody, George Langabeer here. Today's video is all about a dual lens camera from Reolink, the Reolink Argus 4 Pro, a brand new camera, 4K resolution, 180-degree field of view, tons of other specs which we're going to cover. But yeah, we're going to talk all about it. I'm going to unbox it. I'm going to talk price and specs. I'm going to talk about the Reolink app. I'm going to give you my full review, pros and cons. Now we're going to start with the unboxing, but before we do, I want you to stick around to the end of this video because number one, we have an exciting announcement about the channel. And number two, I want to give you a health update. It's been a long time since I've given you a health update in my cancer journey. So I'm going to do that at the end of this video. And spoiler alert, it's good news. All right, let's start with the unboxing of the Reolink Argus 4 Pro. All right, now that we've unboxed, we're going to talk price and specs. But first, I want to thank Reolink for sending me the Argus 4 Pro. This is not a sponsored video. They just sent it to me to test out and try out before launch. So I appreciate that. But of course, I'm going to give you my pros and cons, tell it like it is, like I always do. When we're talking price of this camera, keep in mind this is a new launch. So I ask that you look in the description. Right now, currently, there is a launch event discount, so check that out. But yeah, prices may vary depending on when you're watching, so look in the description. Speaking of discounts, Reolink is about to celebrate their 15th year anniversary, and to celebrate that, sounds like if you go to the Reolink website between June 17th and June 22nd, they're going to offer some discounts on all their products to celebrate that, so be sure to check that out. Moving on to specs. First up, we got 4K resolution, that's Ultra HD. We've got a 180-degree blind spot free view. We've got advanced onboard AI detection, which is people, vehicles, and animals. To go with that detection, you can do privacy mask and motion zones. This camera has what's called colorx technology, and what's really cool is that gives you color night vision, color day vision. It's just all day color vision, which is sweet. And you can do that without infrared and without spotlights, which is awesome. You've got 30% longer battery life and in standby mode compared to other cameras in the same category. That gives you an extra 12 days of battery life. Now you can also do a solar panel with this camera, which is what I did, and then you don't have to worry about the battery. And with that solar panel, you can get all day battery life with just 10 minutes of solar charging. This is a dual band camera, Wi-Fi 6 ready, allowing for 4K streaming, and no problem, this is the first battery camera in this category to do that. You've got easy installation and multiple ways to install this camera. You've got an IP66 weatherproof rating, and you've got diverse local storage, all of which does not require a monthly fee. You can do the Reolink Home Hub up to 6 terabytes, or a micro SD card up to 128 gigabytes. You can do FTP upload, and you can also use a NAS. This camera is compatible with Google Home and Lady A from Amazon, sadly no Apple Home. You've got two-way audio, and you've also got a really cool time-lapse feature, which I love, and let me show you an example of that. I love that time-lapse feature. I use it all the time. All right, let's talk about some highlights of the Reolink app. All right, let's talk the Reolink app and some highlights specific to the Argus 4 Pro. Here we are in our live image. You can see your image there, all 180 degrees. Got your time and date stamp and the camera name. Down below, you can toggle your audio on and off. You can take a still photo, you can take a video clip, control your resolution stream, and you can go full screen. Down below, you can do talk or playback. Talk, obviously you talk to the camera. Playback will take you to playback. Now, just to show you what the zoom looks like. So here we are, our regular image. All right, let's turn the screen here and go full screen, and let's look at the zoom. You can see how far away that casino is. Now, I'm zooming all in. Now, just keep in mind, any camera is going to get more pixelated when you zoom. But look how far away that is for that zoom to work so well. That's that 4K resolution at work. Let's go to something closer, like these vehicles. Pretty good zoom and clarity on those vehicles, and when I zoom back out, you can see how far away those are. So that 4K resolution's got a pretty impressive zoom. Let's move on to playback. Playback's pretty self-explanatory. You can click here, get your date, and then you've got your scrub of events down here, and you can just scroll. You can see those little specks of color for your different events also, but a very easy scroll and very easy timeline to navigate. Once again, you can toggle on your audio, you can take a still picture and a video clip, and you can control your resolution stream. Moving back out, let's go to the settings of the camera. Let's go to display. In display, you can control your anti-flicker, the stream, that's the resolution, the brightness, where your camera name is located, the date. You can turn off the watermark. You can control your privacy mask. So that's if you want to respect your neighbor's privacy and just mask out an area. Those are the key features there under display. Audio. You can record audio, toggle that on or off. You can control the volume of the audio. Move on to the detection alarm. You can do a non-detection zone, so you can block out certain areas so you're not detected in that area. Motion mark, which is in beta. When clear mode is selected, detected moving objects will be marked. So when you got people, vehicles, or animals, it'll mark that. You can control your sensitivity and object size of your detections. Moving down to siren, you can toggle that on and off. We'll talk about that in the pros and cons, but this camera does have a siren. And then here down below is one of my favorite features, time-lapse. So there you can create a custom one. You've got different options, moving clouds, sunrise, sunset, construction, blooming. You can customize. So let's say I just wanted to start a time-lapse right now. I could go in there and do that. And then up at the top right, you've got the different time lapses I've done. I've done some storms, sunrise, sunset, but I've got a few of them here. All right, I want to mention this light setting. This camera does have a spotlight, which is an extra layer of color night vision. Again, that colorx or day vision gives you great color night vision, but I suppose if you're in a really dark area, you could use the spotlight, because I found in these conditions, I didn't need it at all. That day vision or colorx was awesome. But anyway, you can turn the spotlight off or you can set it to auto. If you set it to auto, it automatically adapts the brightness based on ambient lighting conditions for optimal night vision. So that's pretty cool. But again, that's just an added layer, and I find I didn't need it because that colorx, or day vision as they call it, was awesome. Moving on to my review, pros and cons. What do I think of the Reolink Argus 4 Pro? Let's start with those pros. I love that 4K Ultra HD resolution and that 180-degree field of view with those dual lenses. Reolink does dual lenses like nobody else. I think my favorite pro is that colorx technology and that day or night color vision. You know, I always thought this was where Reolink was lacking in the past. I always thought night vision was their weakness. I think they might have solved that problem with this colorx. And another pro is ease of setup and install. I had this set up in under 5 minutes, installed in under 5 minutes. Being a battery camera, tons of flexibility of where you can put this thing as long as your Wi-Fi reaches. Then you have that solar panel, then you don't have to worry about charging the battery. So that's a win-win, but a ton of flexibility as far as installation. Free, isn't that the magic word? Free storage options, and a few of them. So great job, Reolink, for not shoving that monthly fee down our throat to get us some free storage. The time-lapse feature is a lot of fun. The original Nest camera, I used to love that feature on that camera. We had a penthouse down here, big expansive view of downtown. I use that time-lapse feature all the time. Never really found a camera until now that did the time-lapse very well. Now I've used it for some really cool spring storms we've had here in Omaha, sunset, sunrise, all the above. I've had a lot of fun with that time-lapse feature. And lastly, a pro is the Reolink app. Full of features, easy to use. What more can you ask for? Moving on to my cons. Now, I tell you that I'm going to tell you like it is. Here's an example of it. Connection issues. Now, please keep in mind, in Reolink's defense, I had this camera before launch, and several other creators did too. And we were helping them test this camera to get it ready for launch. So there's going to be some kinks to work out. So I can't completely blame them for this. And Reolink was working very closely with me and listening to my feedback about these connection issues, and they were fixing them as they went. And by the time we got to this recording, I didn't have those connection issues. So thank you, Reolink, for working out those kinks, but I wanted to mention it for full disclosure. Next up is George Broken Record time. No Apple Home. We got Google Home, we got Lady A from Amazon, but sadly, no Apple Home. And for me, big Apple Home guy, that's a con. And again, broken record time, two-way audio. This camera is very clear when you're speaking through it, but it's very faint.
Testing audio, testing audio. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How is the clarity? How is the volume? Testing, testing, testing.
It has a siren, also very faint. Now again, I say this all the time. Those features, you want this camera to be proactive. You want to scare somebody before they get to your house. You can do that by yelling through this camera, but not when they can't hear you. The audio on this was very faint. Now the microphone was picking up things great. I could hear outside just great. It's when I was talking back. And that's always the problem I have with two-way audio. Somehow we got to fix this, everybody. But that's it. Those are my pros and cons. Overall, I love this camera. I like the design, it's unique. I love those dual lenses. I love the resolution, and I love that day-night color vision. I know Reolink's excited to get it out there. I'm excited to be part of the launch. Check out the description for that launch discount. And once again, happy anniversary to Reolink, 15 years. That's awesome. So look in the description for that special, June 17th through June 22nd, some discounts on their other products. Check that out. All right, that's my review of the Reolink Argus 4 Pro. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. But like I said in the beginning of this video, we got two more things for you. Got a channel update and a health update. The channel update is we are moving. This is our last video from Voltage Studio. We are moving to a place that I'm calling the Fuse. It's actually in the same building. We're just going to the top floor, and we're gaining an outdoor terrace. A bunch of cool things that we're gaining in this place. I'm pretty excited about it. So our next video, I'll be coming to you from there, and we'll be doing a full smart home tour. So stay tuned for that. Health, my health, stage 4 cancer survivor right here. Colon cancer, spread to my liver. Shared my entire journey with all of you on YouTube. For those of you that don't know, check out my colon cancer playlist. It's been quite the ride. But here I sit, happy to tell you I'm approaching 12 months, no evidence of disease. NED, no evidence of disease. Basically, cancer-free. Now that's stage 4, colon cancer spread to my liver. I cannot ask for any more than that. Been quite the journey to get here, but hey, I'll take it. And another update. A lot of you that watch this video might not know this, but I have a colostomy bag. And I just got the go-ahead this morning to get that reversed. Now, if you follow the journey, you know at one point we thought that was going to be permanent because we didn't know what was going to happen. Stage 4, you just never know. But I'm doing so well and we're in the position where I can have that reversed. And I'm very excited about that. Just found that out this morning, so I thought I'd share that with you. But man, considering I am doing fantastic, I feel better than I've ever felt. You know, I've been coming to you with this content. Hopefully you haven't even known that I had stage 4 cancer. We're kicking its ass. And the Langabeer Fight Club out there, for all of you that we've anointed the Langabeer Fight Club, you've had my back through this. The love and support I've received from around the world, you have no idea how much it's helped me through this. So at the end of my videos, when I say you subscribers out there have been through a lot with me, that's what I'm talking about. And man, through thick and thin, you've been there for me. So thank you. And I'm so excited to share that we're doing so well. But there you go. There's our channel update, health update. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Till the next video. Peace and love.